Wow! All right. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to those who are watching this lecture. Sir Choco here to continue my discussion on the concept of chromatography. Okay, so in the last discussion, we figured out that okay, the concept of chromatography is based on solubility. And the principle is separation. We identified also in the last discussion the polar and non-polar substances. So I would like to reiterate this principle of chromatography. Okay? So, for everyone's knowledge, chromatography is incorporated now. It is a scientific concept incorporated in the modern instrumentation. Okay, we used to detect, confirm, identify the drugs, toxins, poisons, or any substances, unknown substances, okay, in the forensic investigation. Kasi kalaunan, okay, nakita natin yung essence ng scientific concept na ito sa field also ng criminology, ng forensic, and also sa medtech. Lalo-lalo sa mga medtech students natin, kailangan natin ng foundation. This is our foundation so that we'll understand the concepts of the technologies that we are utilizing. Okay? So, this is the summary. So, when we say chromatography, it's the separation. Okay? Basta pag naisip ko ang chromatography, hiwalayan. Okay? Kasi siya yung naghihiwalay. Ganyan. No? And there are three classifications of chromatography. Number one, we have what we call the paper chromatography, which I discussed, okay, in the last video. Okay, paper chromatography. Take note, the separation is via what we call capillary action. Okay, ito po yung capillary action na sinasabi natin. It is a movement, okay, or upward movement. So, na-demonstrate ko naman na yan kanina, di ba? Upward movement po yan. On the paper that is based on solubility. Okay? So in paper chromatography, we use the stationary phase and the mobile phase. Stationary phase is the paper and mobile phase is the solvent or water. Please take note that paper chromatography, okay, has a purpose of screening of drugs and toxins. In short, ito po ay preliminary test or yan, a primary test. Take note preliminary tapos screening. Nakuha? Ayan. So para hindi tayo malito, gagawa tayo ngayon na isa-summarize natin siya ngayon, okay, sa mnemonic na PCCAP or PCAP. Okay. Sir, ano yung PCAP? Para malala natin. Paper chromatography, capillary action, preliminary. Nakuha po. PCAP. So that's the summary of paper chromatography. Now, let's go to the second classification because in our presentation, in our module, di ba, we came up here kasi nasa modern techniques na tayo. Our topic is the nature of forensic toxicology. So we define it. So nag-focus tayo sa poison, and then ano nga ba yung mga symptoms ng poison. Okay? Paano natin malalaman or ano yung mga test ng mga poisons na ito. At nakita natin, meron tayong mga colorimetry test. Ibig sabihin, na-determine natin ang mga compounds or elements mula doon sa isang specific na solution, okay, kapag hinit natin sila. Okay? Yung flame test kung tawagin. Tapos yung iba, inacidify natin, tapos nag-produce sila ng color. So, that's the previous topics. Okay, para lang mag-gets ninyo where we are heading right now. So, now, we are in the modern techniques of identification, determination of drugs, toxins, poisons, and other substances. And the first one na diniscuss natin ay yung paper chromatography. Diba? And then second, ito po yung tinatawag natin na TLC. Okay. Sino po dito ang mahilig kumapit? Wow. Sino dito ang hindi marunong bumitaw? Ayan. Sino dito ang malakas ang grip? Sino dito yung kahit na may bagyo na, kahit na lumilindol na, nakahawak pa rin siya, nakakapit pa rin siya, hindi talaga siya matitibag kahit nilatig ko na siya, okay? Binaril na siya, nakakapit pa rin. Sino dito sa inyo ang malakas ang kapit? Di ba? Now, bakit ko sinasabi ito? Okay, what's the relationship of the grip na sinasabi ko? Okay? I would like to introduce the word, okay, adsorption. Ayan. How strong is your adsorptive capacity? Sir, ano ba kasi ibig sabihin ng adsorption? Okay, ito ba yung na-absorb din? Hindi po. Adsorption is different, okay, from absorption. Okay, so please take note, ad. That's the prefix. Adsorption. Nakuha? The idea of adsorption is more of adherence. Okay? Yan. Pag sinabi mong adsorb, adherence, okay, ito yung strength of the grip. Gaano ka ba kalakas kumapit? Now, when we say absorption, okay, ang absorption po kasi, ibig sabihin po ng absorption, ito naman ay from outside to inside. Okay? Kasi nga absorb 'di ba? Kapag nag-absorb ka, okay, kinukuha mo yung energy sa labas, tapos pinapasok mo sa sarili mo, absorb. From outside to inside. It goes within. That's the idea of absorption. What we are talking is adsorption. So, it talks about the adherence. And it talks about your kakayanang kumapit. Bakit? Yung analogy ang sinasabi ko sa inyo, ito kasi yung analogy, okay, ito kasi yung nangyayari sa thin layer chromatography. Okay? Kung si PC, paper chromatography, it separates based on solubility and capillary action. TLC separates based on adsorption. Are you getting my point? Now, TLC and PC has the same concept. However, the only difference is that silica gel, alumina, ang gamit dito sa TLC. Nakuha? Pareho pa rin. May pag-angat pa rin ng mga substances. However, okay, based on adsorption po siya. Okay, so there is adherence of molecule at the surface of solid material. Ayan, para po magets natin. Okay? Chicken po ba? Chicken nuggets po ba? Okay. Now, so, para mas ma-elaborate ko pa, ma-expound, ipagpalagay mo, you are climbing a mountain. Yan. Nag-hiking ka, tapos sa likod mo biglang may bagyo, andyan na yung bagyo, storm, o kaya naman nagka-tsunami, tapos hahambalusin ka na ng ocean. Okay? Ito kunwari yung sa TLC to para lang ma-expound natin. Kunwari ito yung mountain, tapos nandiyan ka, 'di ba? Sobrang lakas ng grip mo. Marami kayong umaakyat, 'di ba? Oh, ikaw 'yan. Ngayon, biglang nagbagyo, biglang nag-tsunami, hinambalos ka ng alon. Okay? Kung hinambalos ka ng alon, nakakapit ka pa rin. Wow, you're so strong. Okay? That's super strength. Ibig sabihin nun, maiiwan ka. Tama? Samantalang yung mga ibang kasama mo na nahambalos o sumama doon sa tubig, naalis. Correct? So, ibig sabihin, ganun din sa TLC. Yung silica gel, okay, yung silica gel, yung alumina na stationary phase, ilalagay mo doon yung mga substances, yung mga components. Tapos, ina-absorb sila. Okay? Kumakapit sila sa wall. Nakuha? Yung mga natira, yung mga naiwan, sila yung mga bibilangin. Okay? Ganun po yun. So, ano ang purpose nito sa field of criminology? This is for rapid identification. What else? Also, comparison. Okay? So, later on, marirealize natin, di ba, dun sa drug testing kits, bakit kaya nagkakaroon ng line or bakit kaya wala namang line? Di ba? Yan yung sa drug testing kits. Kasi, ganyan po yung kanyang principle. Now, kung sa paper chromatography, okay, meron siyang capillary action at siya ay preliminary. To summarize and to wrap up, yung TLC natin, meron siyang rapid identification, tapos adsorption. Okay? Yan. O kaya naman baliktarin natin para di kayo malito. Adsorption, tapos rapid identification. So, anong mnemonic natin dito? PCAP sa paper chromatography, and then yung TLC naman, TARI. Okay? TLC is for adsorption and then rapid identification. Okay po, nakuha po natin. Yan. Now, let's go to the third category of chromatography, okay, known as your gas chromatography. Okay, so again, separation na naman kasi nga basta may chromatography, taga-hiwalay yan, nanghihiwalay yan, at nagpapahiwalay yan. That's the purpose. Now, if you add the word gas, when you say gas chromatography, it separates what? Separation of the volatile compounds. Okay? Na based on boiling point and column interaction. In my previous video, pinakita ko po doon yung itsura ng instrument na GCMS. Okay? Now, what are example of volatile poisons? Ito, cyanide, alcohol. Nakuha? So, magtataka tayo. Sa gas chromatography, this answers the question. Paano nalaman na ang ikinamatay ng pasyente ay cyanide poisoning? Mga ganon. Bakit nasa resulta cyanide? Paano natin nalaman? It's in the blood concentration. Right? Volatile yan. Paano kung malaman na ang drugs na ginagamit nito ay methamphetamine? Are you getting my point? Kaya natin na-determine ang mga specific drugs na yan or specific poisons na yan in the circulation because of what we call gas chromatography. Understood? And please take note, your GCMS, by the way, gas chromatography is incorporated with what we call mass spectrometry. Okay? Kaya, ang tawag sa kanila ngayon, GCMS. Okay? Now, GCMS is considered as the gold standard for confirmatory test, okay, in forensic toxicology. Take note ha, gold standard GCMS. Ano mga dinetect? Mga volatile substances, mga volatile poisons. So, kung ang paper chromatography ay PCAP kasi capillary action, tapos ito ay preliminary, yung TARI naman, TLC, meron siyang adsorption, rapid identification, ano naman si GCMS? GCMS, okay, ay based on boiling point and gold standard. Okay? Gold standard. Confirmatory. Yan ang GCMS. Okay? So, bago tayo mag-proceed, I just want to introduce to you what we call the RF value. RF value is what we call retention factor. Okay? This is the ratio of the distance that the compound has traveled. Okay? That's why it has a formula of retention factor equals the distance traveled by a compound over the distance traveled by the solvent. Okay? So, it starts at the origin. For example, this is your stationary phase, di ba? Naglagay tayo ng underline dyan. Ito yung point of origin ng mga compound na nilagay natin. Ito yung point of origin hanggang sa kung gaano siya kataas at kung paano siya, kung hanggang saan siya. This is what we call the retention factor. Okay po? Now, in relation to TLC, okay, how do we know if the adsorbed substance is strong and weak? Please take note that, halimbawa, ito, gamitin natin itong example. Kung sa mga compounds na ito, okay, tapos ito, umabot hanggang dito, okay, tapos ito namang pangalawa, kunwari ito si point A, tapos ito si point B, si point A hanggang dito lang siya, and then, si point B hanggang dito siya, okay, so sino ang mas malakas sa kanilang dalawa? Okay? Kapag sa TLC in the perspective of TLC, ito ang interpretation. Pag mababa ang RF, strong daw siya. Pero pag mataas ang RF, weak daw siya. Nakuha po? Yan, huwag kayong malilito. Okay? Because the purpose of this one, okay, tandaan natin na kapag mas mataas kasi yung RF, mas malayo ang nararating, ibig sabihin, mas mahina ang kanyang kapit. Samantalang, pag mas mababa yung RF, mas malakas yung kanyang kapit, ibig sabihin, mababa yung kanyang RF. Ganun po yung tatandaan natin. Because one of the purpose of this type of chromatography is to compare the unknown substance to the known standard. For example, in shabu, in marijuana extracts also. Okay? Now, I hope you got the idea of TLC and paper chromatography at sana po huwag kayong malilito. Okay po? Okay, so let's discuss the common samples associated in the different classifications of chromatography So, tandaan natin yung paper chromatography, capillary action, tapos siya ay preliminary pickup. Yung TLC naman, TARI, kasi adsorption tapos rapid identification. Ito yung may mga RF. Tapos yung GCMS naman, okay, ay based on the volatile substances boiling point, tapos gold standard po siya. So, GC, BP, GS. Okay? Actually, confirmatory yan. Okay? Basta gas chromatography, confirmatory. Now, ano yung mga iba't ibang samples naman under paper chromatography? So, please take note the samples under that can be extracted or separated by the chromatography, or it is applicable through these samples. Ano yan? We have the plant-based drugs. Of course, your Mary Jane is included. Specifically, the extracts, inks. Ayan. Kaya ng ginawa ko kanina. Inks or dyes. Kasi ang mga dyes, mga coloring yan, nasa ink lang din. And some of the poisons. Okay? Next, when it comes to the TLC, ito naman, tandaan natin, narcotics. Okay? We have also the barbiturates. Tapos, we have also the alkaloids. And we have also the pesticides. So, please take note the NBAP. Okay? NBAP. And then next, we have the gas chromatography. Okay? We have the cyanide, as well as alcohol, and also drugs, such as methamphetamine and other inhalants. So please be familiarized with the following samples, okay, that are or where we use the different categories of chromatography. So I do hope that you understand, okay, the principles and separations, or the principles and concept of chromatography. Okay po? Because, okay, please take note, chromatography is a vital tool in forensic science for what we call detection, what else? Identification, and confirmation of drugs and poisons. Kaya nalalaman natin, okay, and these, okay, are the medium towards